The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 380 of your daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is one that I've seen on the top of my pile there. And it's a pretty a basic deck, but I was like, I still had to review it. So here we have the Black Bicycle Standard playing cards. And this is a pretty normal deck. But anyways, with no further ado, let's take a look and see what we get. So here we have the Black Bicycle Standards playing cards in that standard glossy finish talk box. You got the bicycle logo up there. Then you got the classic spade there, was playing cards, and standard at the bottom there. So slightly different than their bicycle rider backs. Pretty much similar, but slightly different there. And then you got that kind of light black, kind of grayish color for the background there, or the colorway. And a little bit of a gold, and then the little white border. So it's pretty much a white tuck box. One side says Air Cruiser Finish, made in the USA. And the other side says the United States Playing Card Company. On the bottom, we got the barcode and some corporate information and a little recycling logo. Obviously, they're made in the USA. They were made in 2022. Well, the back, you have a little sneak peek of that back design. And the faces there, it says standard size, standard face. And then the bicycle website there and their logo once again. For the seal, just that standard black United States Playing Card Company black seal with the white outline spade and the white border around. On the top, it says standard size, standard face. So now we'll just crack that seal. Grab a dandy handy card opener. And crack that seal. And now that that's open, on the tuck flap, you just got some more corporate information. In your tuck flaps, just that glossy white. Now, if we take the cards out of the box, the inside tuck box, just plain white. Nothing too crazy or fancy going on inside there. And now that we took a look at the tuck box, time to take a look at the cards. And the first card here is that classic bicycle ad card there. Just in a more black and white kind of colorway there. And the other side, just a little bit of their social medias. And for the back design here, we all know it is the classic bicycle rider back design. Even though these aren't standards, they're still exactly the same as the rider back, just in that black and white colorway there. And it has the standard white border, mirror design. And if you flip it over, same design in both directions. And now for the cards you get with the deck. I won't have to go into too much detail, because it's pretty much a deck we've all seen. But here we have the classic Joker there, with the US in the corners, the Joker on top, and the King on the bike. And the second Joker is an identical one, just in the colored version. So this is the black and white Joker, and this is the colored Joker, with that blue, red, and yellow colorway. And then for the rest of for the custom Ace of Spades, it says Bicycle 808. You got that spade, the same as the front of the tuck box, and the US Playing Card Company, made in the USA, at the bottom. And then the rest of the cards, obviously, we know is going to be just a standard bicycle deck. Nothing there. And the court cards as well, standard court cards. The diamonds is standard as well. The diamond court cards, Jack, Queen, King, standard. The clubs, Jack, Queen, King, standard. We've seen those. And the clubs, we've all seen these decks, so that's kind of why I'm going a little bit quicker. But it was a deck that I had on my pile to review, so I'm reviewing it. And the Jack, Queen, King of Hearts, standard, normal once again. The rest of the hearts are standard. And then the last card in the deck is another little little ad card there. Or something. Yeah, it's a little ad card there for their website. And they have a free app there. Just the back on the back. And now that we took a look at the cards, time to test the handling. And we know how these will handle. Their handle is slightly different, I think, than your regular bicycle rider backs, because these are the standards. So they're slightly different, I think, in a way. I never really use standards too much, but we'll find out with the springs. Okay, it's a little bit of a stiffer deck, straight out of the box. But there's nice and smooth springs, though. The cards are a little bit slippery, but not too bad. Actually, pretty nice springs there. They feel great in the hands. Compared to some other stiffer decks, these actually spring pretty nice, because they're not sliding out of my hands as much. But now, time for the fans. Well, as you can see, these fan perfectly. No issues there. There's no stickiness or clumpiness to the cards. They spread perfectly. See all the pips and numbers. And now time for the Pharaoh. Over, and the Pharaoh was pretty nicely. I did have to lightly shuffle, like push them together. Not too bad though. Now for a giant fan of the back design. And now for that reverse Pharaoh. Oh yeah, and the reverse Pharaoh was a lot more smoother there. Now time for the giant fan of the faces. Now for a few riffle shuffles or bridge shuffles. Well, definitely no issues there. Pretty nice, like that. No issues at all. Nice and super smooth. Now for a few packet cuts. Definitely no issues with the packet cuts. Pretty normal packet cuts though. Nothing like too crazy. Except for that. Well, anyway, the packet cuts were pretty nice. Now onto that one-handed cut, or Charlier cut. And now time for the dribble. Oh yeah, you definitely have all the grip with the faces up, but they're still pretty grippy with the back design up. And now time for that spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. Well, I gotta say, not a bad deck, obviously, because they're a classic deck. There. I just had it on the top of my pile, like I mentioned earlier. It was just on the top of the pile, so I just grabbed it off. Sometimes it's nice to just go back to like the classics and doing something like completely like uncustomized and stuff like the classic deck. Because I had these unopened there in the pile, so I was like, hey, why not just do a simplistic deck for once? Because I'm always doing like these kind of crazy, super customized, like 311 decks and our play decks and stuff. So I was like, why not just do a standard deck? Now, there probably is a difference between the bicycle rider backs and these, but I'm not 100% sure. They might have felt slightly different, but like pretty much the same. I'm not like 100% sure the difference. It might feel lightly different or something, but they still like perform the exact same there, so no real issues there. So that's a bonus there. And they handle fantastic, nice and smooth overall. Fantastic straight out of the box, and obviously that classic design there, the rider back design, even though they're called the standards, but still has that same design. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. This has been day 380 of a daily deck review. This has been the Black Bicycle Standard playing cards, and I'm the Canadian Card Collector signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.